Hey, good people, it's your girl Angela Cherie back for Talk It Out Tuesday. This segment, I already know what it's going to be about. I mean, there's not much going on in the world but this crazy, nasty, big, ugly virus. And I don't want to talk about the virus per se, but I do want to talk about some of the points that I garnered in Sunday's message by Bishop Jake. Some of the things that he said really, really hit home. And I've heard so many people say so many things about this. There's so many conspiracies. There's so many thoughts on how it originated. There's so many preachers and prophets and all of these people who know so much about this. And I'm not saying that they don't or do. It's not my job to judge. Okay, I don't know. I don't care. But some of the things that he really discussed and he talked about really made me think. This situation has done a lot of things, right? It's brought about fear. It's brought about anxiety, a lot of stuff. Okay. But I've never heard anyone put this like this as I heard him say, in so many words, that this thing above everything else has humbled us. Yeah, it's humbled all of us, okay? The rich, the poor, everybody, okay? Because the rich are the ones who, they getting it just like the regular people, like, common folk. This thing has humbled us. Everybody is now on a level playing field. Everybody is now can't say, oh, we don't have that, or we have everybody run out of tissue. Okay, everybody is sick. Some people are having to lose work, so it don't matter what kind of money you make. Some people aren't being paid. Everybody is being affected and being humbled. Okay, and it really makes you think, man. I don't care what you were doing yesterday and last week. At this point in time, your life has changed. Everybody's lives has changed. Even if it's minimal, it's changed. And it really makes you think, because if you remain humble, if you remain humble, then these kind of situations, you're able to maneuver better through them. Even myself, I work a lot. If I'm not working on my full-time job, I'm working towards the podcast and other things that I do. And sometimes my balance is not as good as it should be in the time that I spend with my family and the time that I dedicate to God and the time that I dedicate to local ministry. It's not always what it should be. But at this point, what else you gonna do? And it's not funny. It's actually just my honesty. And I think that it has humbled myself. Like, I'm not able to just get up and go like I would usually do. I'm gonna go to this event and I could. Okay, but as someone who deals with asthma, I have to be careful. I have to be extra, extra careful. And so, I am really hoping that this thing passes over really quickly. But I think we should all take a moment and a retrospective look at how our lives were before this and how our lives are now. And if we be honest with ourselves, there are so many areas of improvement and rooms and need for us to just humble ourselves, to rely on God more, to spend more time with our families, to dedicate more time to community service and helping others, And you know what? Even in this, some of us still haven't been humbled because we went to the stores and we bought up everything, not thinking about the woman with a newborn child or a single parent or someone who has to wait to payday until they can get what they need. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of all of this, I believe that we all are going to have to, either get on our knees and repent and be like, God, we need you, or have to really look, or both, have to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I need to make some changes. And I think that it is sometimes this is why things happen. I'm not saying that this is why this happened. I don't know. I'm not God. I'm not trying to make any assumptions. I'm just saying sometimes things happen in order to get our attention. And I hate that it's things like this sometimes, but it got my attention. Okay, it got my attention. I'm a telecommuter. I already work from home, so I don't have to worry about those things. But there are things I've been to 4 different places for tissue. I've had to really say, wow, I'm gonna have to ration out the things that I have because the stores have nothing. It has just been an eye opener. And so I hope we take an opportunity to not just be afraid, to not just be anxious, to not just, take part in the social distancing, or some people social isolation, but to really look at this, look at our lives before, look at our lives now, and see where we can make not temporary changes, but changes that will last beyond this, because I don't believe it'll last forever. Pray not. Okay, so I just want to share that. Y'all know Talk It Out Tuesday is just my point of view, just my thoughts, just what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling about what's going on. And so yeah, just want to share that with you all. Please make sure that you stay tuned for our next episode. I'm excited about this episode. We are still talking about sex. Sex Ed 101 is the next episode with Renee Hunter. And yeah, it's going to be good. As always, make sure you catch up on the other episodes, the last few episodes, if you have not. And yeah, I'll see you all soon.